Oh, that whole thing wasn't even there. That was practice.
We just had a little warm-up session, so. Both teams are on the ice. Puck should be dropping any moment. This is game 3 of a 3-game series. I'm here with Mark Voses, Christian's dad. I think Christian scored his first goal.
No, last weekend was his 3rd goal. Today was his 4th.
Nice backhander to tie the game up 1-1. But unfortunately, our team came up only with a tie. Most of the commentators seem to feel that the Edge brought it on for the second game. Let's see what happens here. Starting lineup, we got George at center, Christian left wing, Nate and Lucas on defense, and Gabe is right wing, and always our strong asset of the team, Sam, tending the net. And the puck is deep in the Edge zone. George Temekis takes it, but the Edge take it away. Coming down the ice. Do you have anything to say? And we're getting some input from the fans here as well. Shot on goal. Sam pushes that aside. We got a trip here. And delayed penalty. Sam goes to the box but can't get it off on time. We've got a Great Neck power play. This power play is sponsored by the letter N. A line change was made on the power play squad. We got Eddie Dye taking the puck behind the net. I take that back. That was Lucas. Cross ice to Mark DeTore, who surprisingly was allowed to play despite being late for practice, or for, I should say, dress up. And we keep it in the zone. Port's trying to clear the ice, but they're so far unsuccessful. And Great Neck still keeping in the zone. Lucas takes a shot from the point, right in the breadbasket. Good save. Looks like the Port team's making a few player changes as well. That's got to go on. Ooh, and a clear right to the net. No icing on the dangerous play there by Sam. A little mental error.
Brilliant strategy.
One might think, but I'm going with the dangerous play there. And we got an offside stoppage of play. All right, puck's deep in the Great Neck zone here. Alessandro's taking it behind the goal. Tried to get it out, but it was stolen by the Port player. No, that's fine. It makes it more fun. Who's 36? That's Colin. And through Nate Gorenstein's legs all the way to Eddie, taking it up the ice. Similar pattern to what we saw this morning where the Great Neck team was failing to pass the puck. Certainly Port was doing a much better job passing. And a great save by Sam. And we're back to full strength here. Great Neck looked pretty weak on that power play. What do you think, Mark?
I would agree with that.
Short on words, but long on character, Mark Voses. And Great Neck ices the puck for a stoppage of play.
Either way, you leave that off. It did? I don't I'd like to do or hit it, but either way, you're right. He's going with the Bruins in the 1920s.
Well, we all love Blaine Aronovich, or however you pronounce his last name. Well known to the hockey program here in Long Island. One of the refs. And Port is keeping the pressure on. George taking it behind the net along the boards. Controls the puck and gets it deep. Christian Vozes gets it deep into the Port zone, controlled by Port Washington Edge. Cross-ice pass. And again, Lucas Avisas uses the boards in his favor. Great leading pass. Christian Vozes trying to get to the puck. Almost gets it in front. Kept in play. Out of the zone. Great net controlling the puck. And Nate Gorenstein's got the puck now. Taking it up the ice. Let's see if he listens and passes, or again does like everyone else, trying to do it all by himself. Great Neck putting on a lot of pressure. Look, George looking for the slash call there, but doesn't get it. Great Neck putting a lot of pressure here. Okay. Port coming down the ice now. Play broken up by George. And I think George got lucky there, not called on the high stick. George dumped it deep in the zone for a line change. Icing was called. And they line up, and Great Neck wins the faceoff. And Brian Dye crosses it to DeTore, puts it in front. Nice play by the Great Neck Bruins, broken up by Port on the defensive zone. Brian Dye's got it behind the net, stolen. Keeping it in front. Oh, where is the Great Neck player? Port now taking it down ice. Unable to clear their zone. And it's an offsides call. Stoppage of play again. There's no checking in this league, son. That would be offsides on the Port Washington. And Great Neck takes possession of the puck, ducks it deep in the zone. Icing waved off there. Oh, I think the Port Washington mom here is looking for a call, but no call was made. Becoming a very physical game here. Oh, beautiful. Mark was pinching. And they can't seem to put the puck in the net. Bruins making a lot of offensive pressure, but at the end of the day, the puck is still on the ice and not in the net. Beautiful pass by the edge, but she was not there. Up, just got beat. And
Get up!
Port Washington Edge making a strong pressure there. But again, unable to perform and get the puck in the net, which is, at the end of the day, all that matters. And another icing call on the Great Neck Bruins for a stoppage of play. No, it's more exciting when you hear you. Okay, Port Washington, a lot of pressure right over the net. And there's a little pushing and shoving behind the net, and Lucas Evasas seems to win that battle. Lucas taking it down ice. Let's see if he's learned to pass the puck. Again, learning a valuable lesson right there. Don't pass the puck, and it's very difficult to win this game all on their own. Now we have a 2-on-none. Oh. And again, that's what happens with a defensive error. Looking very familiar to this morning's game is the way things started.
That's correct.
Certainly no fault of Sam, the goalkeeper there. But she's shaking her head in dismay. Where was her defense when they needed him? And a little mental error there ends up in a second goal. The Great Neck Bruins seem all out of sorts here. That goal was nothing more than a mental error by the defensive squad. George fighting for that face-off there, and still up for grabs. Port Washington comes away with it. Let's see if Great Neck can do something to get this game more in even keel. And Christian Vosas makes a nice play to get the puck deep. Port again, no call on that. Oh, Kyle to Christian, who just can't seem to handle the pass. Nate Gorenstein going from the defensive position to in front. And the Bruins need to tag up, which they do successfully, so the play is on sides. Nate Gorenstein clearly just got hooked right there, but no call again. Refs are letting everything go this game. Pucks along the far boards. Players are working it. A lot of pushing and shoving going over there. Port Washington comes away with it. And another shot on goal blocked away by Sam. Puck's back in play. Kyle gets it out of the zone. Ref can't get out of the puck's way. And again, we got some pushing and shoving along the boards here, and Port comes away with it. Port seems to be winning these critical battles, which is going to show who really wants to win this game. Play broken up by Nate Gorenstein, but a backhander. Oh, again, right in front of the net. Sam goes down. Great save by the goalie. Blocked away again. And almost kicked in by our own player there. Testament to the way Great Neck's playing. We almost scored on ourselves, and no goalie's expecting that. A player change. We've got George Tembekas on defense now. George Tembekas takes the puck. And that's a nice pass to Mark DeTore. Great Neck stays on side. Gets it deep in the zone. 3 minutes left to play. And we've got a Port Washington drive broken up by Alessandro on the defensive side. Offsides on the Great Neck team. Be a puck drop on the Port Washington blue line. Another player switch. We've got Caroline taking center. Eddie is left wing. Nate right D, George left D, and Gabe Bergman on right wing. Port Washington wins. And oh!
Come on, guys.
And the ref calls that a goal. some question, but that makes it 3-0. Great Neck needs to control their anger here. Put the puck in. Great Neck needs to figure out what to do here, but they do seem all out of sorts. And again, the puck is deep in the Great Neck zone. George Temekis takes it and clears the zone for an icing. Icing does not, the puck does not make the blue line, or red line, so icing is not called. And Port Washington takes the puck in their zone, gets it out of the zone. The offensive player pinching Caroline Seamus gets the puck deep into the Port Washington zone. Broken up there by Eddie and Gabe Bergman. Attempts a one-timer. We've got a great save by Sam, our goaltender, and again, a hooking penalty was not called. We've got the puck deep in the Port Washington zone here. Some heavy boarding over there, but Port comes through with it. No penalty called on the trip over there. 1 minute left to play. 1 minute, final minute of play. And let's see, Gabe Bergman, breakaway here, going down the ice. Shot right in the breadbasket, but it goes 5-hole. And Gabe Bergman with a breakaway 5-hole. So Brian, what do we think about Gabe's breakaway shooting 5-hole?
You teach him about the 5-hole?
Amazing, amazing. I gotta go see him.
No. There's no family on the bench, sir.
Sponsored by the letter O.
Jack Kaczynski, former player of the Great Neck Bruins, now playing with the Edge, right?
Yes.
What do you think of the game so far?
It's very good.
How do you think Great Neck is playing up to their ability, or do they seem a little tired?
They seem a little tired.
What do you attribute to that to? You don't know? We're trying to figure that out too. Now let's see, we've got 36 seconds left to play. Lest we forget, we're still down 3-1, Mr. Bergman.
3-1. Today, this game is brought to you by the letter G.
Clearly you weren't listening to the broadcast. This was brought to us by the letter N. I don't. N for nothing. Oh, get it out! Oh! And the Great Neck Edge comes back with a goal with 12 seconds left to play. The Port Washington Edge scores against the Great Neck Bruins. Thanks for correcting there, Mr. Kaczynski. But the Great Neck squad is full of errors. Clearly, as any hockey player knows, it's not the goalie's fault when a goal goes in. Sam has no defensive play, so it's very difficult. We never criticize the goal in this sport.
Is that Gabe's first goal?
Yes, ever.
And Port's coming down the puck. And we certainly had some issues there in the first period to deal with. He could do singles. Give me a thumbs up there, Mr. Seamus. We've got Jack Kaczynski here, who's playing for the Port Washington Edge, but looking to pursue a career in broadcasting. Asking lots of questions about how this works.
This is called Hockey for the Kids and Extracurricular Video for the Adults. We've got 3 cameras.
Because it's fun. And puck drop second period. We've got Great Neck coming to the near side. Mark Dottore takes it into the corner, tries to get it around the back. Number 14, Michael. Puck right off the post there. Still trying to get it in. Fighting, and Port Washington Neds get control of the puck. Alessandro trying to clear the puck. Mark Dottore fighting for it. Still fighting in the Great Neck zone, and still can't get it out, but they do clear the zone. Eddie Dye, but I believe we had an offsides on Michael, number 14. We have a stoppage of play. George Temekis is a very emotional player. We need to get him to channel that emotion to putting the puck in the net. We had a line change there. We've got Alessandro, Nate on defense. He's actually bear hugging him there, and no hold was called. Clearly the referee was watching something other than the game. And a shot on goal. And there's a scrum along the boards. Nate Gorenstein's taking the puck, trying to bring it down ice again by himself. Clearly didn't listen to the pep talk where we talked about it. And we got a check called. Yep, delayed penalty. Delayed a little pushing and shoving there. Nate had some words of wisdom for the player, but needs to get his emotions in checks. He's getting good talking to by the coach. But coach does keep him on the ice. Let's see if he can channel that emotion to put the puck in the net. We got an interesting formation here with Lucas Evasis winning the faceoff with authority. Gets it back to Nate. He gets it to the other point now, trying to get it deep into the zone. But Port Washington Edge clears the zone, and Great Neck has to tag up. Nice, good pass there. We got Eddie Dye, takes a shot and save. Where's the rebound? Goalie controls the puck for a stoppage of play. 10 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second period. Miriam, can you see how much is left in the penalty? A minute something. 1:05 left in the second penalty. And the puck is deep into the Great Neck zone. George Temekis takes control of it. Hi, Julian Sauer.
Hi.
We've got an onside play, and not quite sure what he's waiting for, but again, can't get it puck in. And again, they're banging away at the puck, but it doesn't want to get into the net. Oh, and a backhand for a try. Get the puck in the net. No, still can't get it in the net. There seems to be issues with Great Neck getting the puck in the net. It's almost like the goalie's a piece of plywood. And still keeping it in the zone. 22 seconds left in the power play. Port Washington trying to clear the zone, successful this time. Deep into the zone. No icing call. Excuse me, referee. You clearly are missing the rules of hockey where there is no icing on a power play. I don't know, Mr. Dottore. Would you like to explain the rule to us?
Well, that was not icing. It's impossible to ice the puck when you're down a man.
Clearly, we have the ruling coming in from Toronto. The ref will be fined $1,500. Clearly, and going to the Great Neck Bruins hockey program for clear error on.
This is a parent's extracurricular activity. You play hockey for fun, they do.
So the question was the fine actually payable in U.S. currency? It's payable in Monopoly money. There's $1,500 of Monopoly money that needs to be exchanged. And we have 8 minutes and 40 seconds, even ice. Great Neck Bruins unable to convert on that power play. Score is still 4-1, Port Washington edge. And Great Neck seems to be rather flat, not very interested in the game today. Let's see if we can light a fire here. And Great Neck trying to clear the zone, but Port Washington keep it in. And interesting player change comes out in offsides.
Don't need shots.
I think this does not bode well for our game tomorrow against Englewood.
No, it does not.
There you have it from Miriam Bergman. No, it does not. Well, most of us aren't planning on getting up at 5 a.m. But we do have an early game tomorrow against Englewood. An outdoor game, should be beautiful weather. Right now the puck is against the boards and still fighting and scrumming for it. And the puck does get towards the Port Washington defensive zones, but they are able to clear. It's now deep in the Great Neck zone going towards the goal, and Nate Gorenstein takes it to the sides, uses the boards, and gets it out. We've got Gabe Bergman hot on his first goal and the only goal that the Bruins have scored thus far. Gets it deep, and icing is waved off. Let's see if the kids realize that and play to the whistle. Then they do. Okay. And great defensive play. And we've got the puck offsides on the Great Neck Bruins. And we've got a, looks like a 5-man line change, no, 4-man line change. We got Lucas Avisis playing the rare center, normally a defensive player, but Dave mixing it up, trying to light something under these kids. We have a tournament in Delaware next week. We were hoping the kids to come up with some fire, but maybe they're... What do you think about Coach Dave telling the kids to take it easy and prepare for the tournament? Do we think that's what's going on?
I'd like to say yes, but I think no.
Mr. Bergman, what do you have to say? Do you think Coach Dave told the kids to take it easy because he's afraid of getting hurt before the tournament?
I got to go get some popcorn.
And there you have it. This second period is sponsored by Orville Redenbacher. Orville Redenbacher popcorn. I prefer Jiffy Pop myself. The question is, should we bring microwave popcorn? That is an option. There are some people, though, I feel are concerned about microwave popcorn. And we've got Kyle getting it deep in the zone, but there's no one to help him out. Back at the point. We've got and Kyle puts it in the net with probably the best play I've seen Great Neck put together in the last 2 games, where they actually did pass the puck. A little bit of overzealous celebrating, but that goal was long due. We have the first assist by Christian Vozes for a point in this game. Score is now 4-2. We've got Lucas Aviza still at center, Kyle left wing. George Tomek is playing defense with Alessandro. And that is Christian Vozes playing left wing. And Kyle dumps it to Christian Voges to the wing, who can't control the puck. Great Neck still keeping it in, fighting, good digging it out there. Christian Voges tries the backhander rip around, just behind the goal. Got a little pushing and shoving by the Great Neck Bruins, Lucas Avozas, and a trip called. I think we have offsetting penalties. I think that was an excellent call by the referee. I believe it will be 5-on-5 with 2 players sitting a minute and 30. They just call them offsetting penalties. They do like 2-minute minors. It stays 5-on-5 sometimes. Out on the ice, we got Michael Nygaard in center. Mark Dettori playing right wing. Brian Dye left wing. Brian Dye tries to get it to the center, broken up by the Port Washington edge, and the puck is deep in the out of the zone. Back on sides and a little scrum against the boards. We've got 3 players and a Great Neck player down. Mark Dettori takes it away. Can't do it all by himself. Broken up by number 28. Oh. And Great Neck keeps it in. Mark's going to have another chance for it. Whips it around the boards to Brian Dye. Tries to get it in front. Back to the point to George. Takes a hard shot off a player's shoulder there, I believe. Mark Dettori still fighting for it behind the Port Washington goal. Can't seem to find the puck and and a good skate save by number 31, Goldman. Another try there. Great Neck putting on a lot of pressure here. Brian Dye takes it at the red line. Icing is the call. Good shift by the Great Neck Bruins there. And for those of you who didn't hear that, Brian Bergman was concerned because he said now he has to get Gabe dessert. Apparently they do not feed their child if he doesn't score a goal. And that would explain his lazy malnutrition. But we won't tell Child Protective Services about that at this point. And Eddie takes a shot, but can't find the goal from behind. And we do have a 2v1. George Temekis breaks up the play. It's Tim Beckus. I was corrected again. And we've got a nice play, get deep into the Port Washington zone. Well, we've got Caroline Seamus was in front of the net, but we couldn't get the puck there. And Caroline gets it deep into the Port Washington zone. But can't keep it in play. Port Washington making an attack on the ice. And broken up by George. Could have been a tripping call there. George looking for some help, doesn't really have it, so he's got to take it down. Play was broken up by the Port Washington defensive player. Carolyn Seamus takes it against the boards, a little push to the back, but she's fighting tough. And we've got a great Port Washington breakaway, icing waved off. Caroline going off the ice with a slight limp there. Crashed into the wall, getting off the ice. Not quite sure what that was all about. Don't think she's hurt, but she's angry. And we've got the goalie coming out of the net to make an interesting play. Nate Gorenstein trying to get it in front. And it's along the boards. Great Neck controls it, tags up to stay on sides. George taking it down again. Kyle taking a shot. Christian Vozes trying the backhand one-timer, doing the Superman approach on that. Then Port Washington beats the Great Neck players for a 2-on-1. Beautiful pass for an easy goal. The score is 5-2. We have 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to play. I'm curious, Mr. Vozes, where did Christian learn the diving one-timer?
Certainly not from his father.
It almost went in, though.
It did. It was close. I think he's patented that technique.
I think from now on, that play will be called the Vozes. That's when the player makes a diving attempt at the one-timer.
I'm glad that takes place with the prior play that was called the Vozes. I think we upped our stats a little bit.
Absolutely. Great Neck still looking flat. They had a little bit of fire in their pants, but seems to have been taken away after that last goal. Port gets it in front, but Great Neck comes away. This is George trying to make a play. Looked like he was hooked there. And Mark tripped over the blue line. Unfortunately, that trip over the blue line caused an offsides to be called. With the score 5-2, 1 minute and 47 seconds, the Great Neck Bruins certainly were coming into this game as the favorite, but not playing like the favorite team.
Well, there's a lot of hockey left to be played.
We still have the third period, plus 1 minute and 45 seconds on the second period. We've got Carolyn Seamus as center, Lucas Aviza's defense. Carolyn breaks up the play for a nice defensive play, causing the Port Washington Edge to go offsides.
He couldn't get the puck on his stick. You can't change team matches him back. They only have 4. They could rate him back for the shit. They could. You think they could do? Oh, dog and stuff. Did Harry stay here? Is he here? Yeah, he's Makes sense. I never saw that on the woman. Never even picked up the head. Never even picked up the head. He knows she's there. Exactly. Good job, man. What a battle. What a battle. Hard, Laura. I had a girl in 2 hands. You see that? Makes a difference. For sure. Look at Manny. Manny's a beast. He is. He's not stopping. He's got to be exhausted. Stay with it. Keep that stick down.
Final minute of play, final minute of play.
Chloe loves this. Go, you're on next, go.
And let's see if we can start playing some hockey here. It's been against the boards. Great Neck's controlling the puck. And Lucas Avezis gets it out of the zone, unfortunately, to the Port Washington player. Back out of the zone. And Port Washington controls it. Number 13 from Port Washington. Play broken up by Alessandro, number 89. Wraps it around in front. Sam covers up. 20 seconds left to play in the period.
That was a good shift. 20 seconds, take them off.
I believe that is plenty of time because at the end of the second game in this series, we tied it up with, what was it, 17 seconds left, Mr. Rosen?
That's right.
So 20 seconds is plenty of time to score a goal.
Gabe got his first goal within the last 20 seconds of the last period.
That may be correct. Nate Gornstein getting muscled to Brown by a girl, I believe. And we've got a hard smash into the boards. Kristen Vozis now sitting down, and the puck is out of play, but the whistle blows. For the third period, 5-2 in favor of the Edge. And Great Neck does actually get a little bit lucky there. Lucas Aviz is taking it down the ice. Takes a shot from the point, rips it in front of the net, but no one there to one-timer. Christian Vos is attempting to center the puck. But Port Washington clears, and Sam will cover it up. Nope, she pushes it to the side. Still making a play for it. Okay. Interesting play by Sam, but she's having faith in our offensive skills. What do you think about that, Mr. Vozis?
I'm going to have to take a pass on it.
Apparently, we've got no comment.
Ridiculous. Standing in front of the net.
George and Lucas go to give Sam some words of encouragement there. Or I'd like to think. And we made a quick line change there after only 38 seconds of play. And Great Neck controls the puck, trying to do something with it, get it in center. And Mark Vozis takes the puck behind the Port Washington goal. Being pushed a little bit. George makes a play for the puck, still deep behind the zone. And they get it behind the goal again, Mark Torre. Gets it in front. George at the point. Oh, again missing wide. George seems to be missing the net with many of his shots. And Port controls the puck, taking it down the ice. Play broken up by George Zembekis. Mike Nygaard gets the puck stolen from him. Trying to work through too many players, and you hear Coach Dave give him a "come on, Michael." And Lucas gets it deep, but a great neck player not to be found. And we clear the zone. Gabe Bergman backhanding it deep into the zone there, allowing a player change on the defensive side. George coming off, Alessandro coming on. Keeping the Port Washington player off to the side where he can't do any harm. They did manage to center the puck, and back at the circle, Sam managing to get a stick on the puck, I believe. Gabe Bergen fighting for it, getting it to the side. Up back at the top of the circle. Rebounded off a skate, I believe. And Great Neck clears the zone. Carolyn Seamus gets it towards the center. Go to radio silence.
Rip it! Oh, nice. Get off the ice, Brayden! It's been on for an hour. Nice, Brayden, go. Look at him go. He's doing great. He's possessed. I love it. Brayden, he still has it. He's on way too long. Nice, man. Take it, Manny. Take it. Offside. Brayden, you gotta get off the ice. Sammy's the only one to change. Here we go, Manny. Rip it. I can't believe Manny's still out there. Oh, Manny's still getting back. It's amazing. He's been out there for 4 minutes. He's calling it on Bryce, I think. Yeah, he's calling it on Bryce for hitting.
I believe the penalty was on Port Washington. It looked like it was on Christian Vozes. Interesting to see what the ref is going to call on this. Seven minutes, 42 left. 5-2. Looks like we've got a Great Neck power play. I didn't see the call there. We've got Nate Gorenstein center, Christian Vozes left wing, Alessandro and Lucas on defense, and Kyle playing right wing. Chases it behind the net. And the Edge are trying to get it out of their zone. Gets it back to the point. Crosses it over. Nate Gorenstein takes it at the top. Fires it towards the net. Does not get in. Alessandro also rips it towards the net, but goes just wide. And Port Washington controlling the puck, but Christian Vozes breaks that one up. Great Neck still keeping the pressure on. Port managing to clear the puck. No, don't. And Port Washington making a strong play with a short-handed player. And Kyle up the wing here. Can't seem, loses the puck. And a lot of pressure by Port. Still keeping it deep. Now Alessandro taking it. We got 23 seconds left on the power play. Offsides. Great Neck players seem pretty angry, smashing their sticks.
You see that how Michael just tried to get on the ice and we told him no? I love it. But Logan shouldn't be on the ice. You should take Logan off. He's been on. You kill him, in it, you go off the ice. Nice, Max. You need Max's size anymore. You lost that puck. That's a bad play.
Strong pass across the front. Just ahead of Mark Dottore. And there's a scrum in front of the net. And we still can't seem to get the puck in the net. You've got a little scrum going on with number 21, Lucas, and number 63, Goodman. I think we got offsetting minor penalties for roughing.
If they're both in the box, then why wasn't it a penalty first? 421.
But we're still in a 5-on-5 situation. Great Neck with a 3-goal deficit.
That was fine because they were starting to break out. Exactly. Nice pass. Oh my God, that's good job, Sam. Slow him down beautifully. No, I know it's not.
And again, Great Neck gets the puck in the center, but unable to put it in the net. And we still have it deep in the Port Washington zone. Port Washington seems to have control of the puck, but Alessandro keeps it in the Port Washington zone, but still unable to mount any type of offensive effort. Then Port Washington does clear their zone. Oh, a nice pass by Port Washington, but no one was there.
Nice play. Come on, Jackie. Good. Good. Slow him down. Something get on him. No, it's rough. He's just standing. He's standing there. He's standing there watching the puck.
And a nice pass by George to Eddie. Nice pass to Mark. This is what we need more of. Let's see if a goal comes out of this passing effort, but at least a shot. And stolen away. But Port Washington controls the puck. Port Washington makes a drive and a shot off the post. And that's no goal. It was after the whistle.
That's a dirty play. That's a dirty play. She had it covered. That's a dirty play. I know.
And there's going to be a player change. Alessandro coming off the ice. And Luke is coming back on the ice. We've got Lucas and George playing defense. And the face-off won by the Great Neck Bruins. But Port controls the puck, and it's back deep into the Great Neck ice. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left. Great Neck Bruins are certainly running out of time here. George Debekis at the point takes a shot, and it's on goal, but easy save for the goalie. No, play broken up, brought wide. And we've got a tripping that was not called. Gabe Bergman got away with that one. Made another switch. Alessandro coming on, and George Tembekas coming off the ice. Great Neck trying to get it deep, but as is the theme in this game, Port Washington keeps to come away with the puck. Up and a hard shot, bouncing around. Oh, and we've got the whistle blown for the puck being off the pegs. And a little frustration among some of the Great Neck players here.
Saunders did the right thing though. When the other kid grabbed his stick, he let go of it, put his hands up. Good call by Alessandro.
I think this one's running out of time here. Let's see if Great Neck can come back with a moral victory and at least get a goal or two to make it close. And the face-off won by Great Neck. Christian Vozes getting the puck deep into the Port Washington zone. No icing on that. And the play's out of the zone. Great Neck needs to tag up. And Kyle's taking it off the boards. Nice little play. But the play broken up, Port Washington. Then again, they clear their zone.
Ethan, we haven't won since October. You have to come to every game. October 24th.
A shot almost deflected by one of the Great Neck players, which Sam, with those reflexes, is able to handle. Lucas Evasas gets the puck, and it looks like we've got a 3-on-1. Oh, and no call on there, but I think there's a question whether there should have been. A little push right in front of the ref that was not called at all over there. Against our player with the nickname Goon. Great Neck players getting very frustrated, and I believe penalty is being called on the Port Washington player. We have a stoppage of play. Players certainly showing their frustration here. Coach Dave getting all the angry players off the ice, with the exception of George and Lucas, who are known to have their fair share of anger. 40 seconds left to play.
Good shot, Michael.
And it clears the Great Neck zone. Port controls it, and they stay it. Whistle is blown off sides.
Yeah, but for the fraction over. Oh, so it's over. That's offside. Well, guess who wasn't getting out? I wonder who it was who didn't get out again.
I think Coach Dave and the referee, Blaine, are having a little question because what the call there was, or lack of the call. And we've got a breakaway mark to Torre, right into the breadbasket. No goal. Excellent save by the Port Washington goalie.
Yeah. 22 seconds left. This is our sweet spot.
Hopefully we can put one more in the net here for a little emotional victory. And it was almost there with Lucas taking a nice hard shot, but he missed it wide. And we've got a Port breakaway. Oh, being broken up by George, and questionable as to whether there was a call. We unfortunately looks like we have a player down. Coach comes on the ice, but players seems to be okay, no issues. Eight seconds left to play. I think this is one for the record books.
Maybe for Port.
And the referee decides to just let the time wind down instead of letting the players potentially get into a little scuffle at the end over there. Well, the Great Neck Bruins lost one to the Port Washington Edge. We still have a game tomorrow in Englewood, outside. Weather's expected to be bright and sunny. Looking forward to it.
Let's hope the boys get a good night's sleep and bring their best tomorrow.
I'm all for that.